society and working and trying to pull their lives together. That's always been something that's been pretty near and dear to me.
Great. Rebecca?
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm in Orange, California. And it sounds like my $1,000,000 would be used pretty much the same way to get a house. Specifically, my husband and I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos on Earth ships lately. So there are these self-sustaining solar-powered houses. That would be a cool thing to do.
Wow.
Very cool.
Oh, Rachel?
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm in Tustin, California. And it was the question, what would I do with $1,000,000?
If I gave you $1,000,000 today, what's the first thing you'd buy?
Well, I think a trip somewhere. I have the travel bug and would love to travel somewhere I've never been, maybe somewhere in Asia that I've never been to.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for introducing yourselves. And I just want to tell you that I have so much gratitude for you guys for showing up. And I'm grateful for the people that are going to watch this on replay. I'm super excited about it. And yeah, I really appreciate you coming. So for now, let's do a little exercise. It's just to start kind of bringing you down into relaxation. Just put your hands over your heart. You can close your eyes if you want to. And just take a nice, big, deep breath all the way down to the bottom of your lungs and hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly let it out. And now think about all the people that are in this virtual room that just introduced themselves from different parts of the country and the world. And think about them and think about this little community we have today. And it's just like there's a tiny gold thread going from one person to the next all the way through. And so you can just kind of feel their energy when you think about it. Just so we're like our own little community having this common experience together. All right, now you can take your hands down, and I'd like for you to think about any one thing or group of things that might be bothering you in some way. And maybe it's something that's just bringing you down a little. Maybe it's something that you find annoying or irritating, or something that's causing you to be in fear. Think about that and imagine it's like these things are in little storage bins in your mind. And you can see them in those storage bins. You can go through and collect all of the things that you want to stop from bothering you. And so you go through and you collect these things and you hold them out in your hands. You hold that in your hands right in front of you, and you can feel the weight. And it's the weight that's been on your shoulders. And I don't know if yours weighs 5 or 10 pounds, maybe 20 or 30 pounds, but you can just feel the heaviness of these things that have been weighing you down. And you can take this bundle in your hands and you can just put it aside, or you can toss it and just let it go for now. There'll be plenty of time to pick it back up later if you want to. Or you can just decide you're going to leave it there. That's right. So just toss that aside and notice now, kind of tune into yourself and notice that you feel a little bit lighter. You feel without that worry and without that weight on you. You just feel a little bit lighter, and you feel kind of curious, open-minded, maybe a little imaginative, creative, and just ready for this experience and to see what it's going to be like. That's right. And so what I'm planning to do today is crank up and supercharge your immune system and make you uber resistant to viruses or illnesses or germs, bacteria of any kind, because our body system can really do that. I want to make sure that that all the people that are here now and all the people that watch the replay get a lot of value out of this, and that you find that it's a very good use of your time. So we know that it's been scientifically proven that we can change our bodies, change our physiology with our minds. And it's actually a circular relationship, so that things that happen, so our minds can change things in our bodies, and things that happen in our body can also influence the mind. So I don't know if you guys know who Joe Dispenza is. He is, well, he was a chiropractor in San Diego about 20 years ago, and he was competing in a triathlon, and he got hit from behind by a car. It catapulted him into the air, and then the same car ran over him. And so he broke his back in many places, and they told him he'd never walk again. He didn't like that answer and didn't want the fusion surgery they were suggesting. And so he convalesced with friends that took care of him because he couldn't do anything for himself. And the entire time he was rebuilding his back in his mind, just one little thing at a time, uninterrupted. He said if he lost his train of thought, he'd have to go back to the beginning until he learned how to do it perfectly. And it just kept focusing on that. And it took him, I believe, about 4 months before he was able to walk again. And so then from then on, he devoted himself to mind-body connection and quantum physics, and he's a big researcher. Anyway, he has a bunch of great books out. And I have a quote from him: "The best flu shot you'll ever get lives innately within you." So I thought that was a perfect quote for today. We know that stress weakens the immune system and keeps you from being able to fight infection, and we know that the opposite of that is true, that relaxation increases our immune system and our ability to fight germs and things. And it's not really, you think, well, what does it take for relaxation to help build your immune system? And it's not as difficult as you think. Studies have shown that just relaxation can help boost your immune system, and hypnosis can boost your immune system. There was a study done at Washington State University, and they had a group of volunteers, and they measured their T cells and B cells, which are your immune system cells. They're part of the white blood cells. So they tested those, and they divided the group into two, and one group got suggestions for relaxation, and the other group got hypnotic suggestions and hypnosis. And the group that had hypnosis had many times, when they measured their T cells and B cells afterward, the group that had hypnosis was far and away leading on that. So I think you're in really good shape today, if I do say so myself. And hypnosis, what happens when you're in a trance is your brain goes into theta waves, and theta waves are, it's the state of mind you're in just as you're falling asleep, that sort of twilight. And theta waves allow suggestions to bypass your critical faculties, so they go directly into your subconscious mind. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Your mind normally has sort of a block, so that, for example, if I tell you, I think you should wear red stilettos to work tomorrow, your conscious mind just says, no. Whereas if you bypass the critical faculty, you might think, do I have red stilettos? Where can I buy those? What am I going to wear with them? Okay. So what I'll be doing today is guiding you into a nice light trance. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So I'm just guiding you. People say I'm hypnotizing you, and that's not really the way it goes. I'm just guiding you into a state of hypnosis and giving you suggestions that help you to relax. So all you have to do is follow my very simple instructions. If, for example, I tell you to imagine a balloon, you'll have an image immediately pop into your mind, and that image will probably have a balloon of a certain color, of a certain size. Maybe it's got a string or a ribbon. Maybe it's filled with helium. Maybe it's got air in it and it doesn't float. So you get the idea. You probably want it to be nice and quiet for the next 30 or 40 minutes. So if you need to turn your cell phone off or turn the ringer off or something, tell the dog to stop barking, you know, whatever. Oh, wait, that's me. That's what I have to do at my house. So if you are new to hypnosis, just know that you'll have an active and alert mind the entire time. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. Whatever you feel, everyone's got a different experience of hypnosis, and so whatever you feel is just fine. You might feel like your body is very, very relaxed and your brain is hyper-focused. Some people feel very, very heavy, and some people have sort of a light floating sensation. I tend to feel like my body's heavy and my brain is floating, but so yeah, there's no right way or wrong way, and trances do fluctuate. So, you know, you'll start out sort of up here and you'll go down, and, you know, as you go further into relaxation, and if you feel yourself coming up a little bit, don't worry about it. Just, you know, you might come up a little bit and just let yourself relax back into it and go back down. You don't have to fully pop out of it. That's perfectly normal. You don't have to try to listen to everything I say or remember everything I say. I am talking to your subconscious, and believe me, it's picking up what I'm putting down. So, so yeah, I mean, your only job is to really just relax. And
Laura,
yes.
I've got background noise, so I'm going to go turn that off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll be right back.
All right. We won't start without you. So this experience is about using your imagination and creativity. Albert Einstein said the imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions. I love that quote. So a little bit, I'm going to give you a framework about your immune system just to help you, because we're going to do a visualization. You know, your body has an incredible capacity to keep you safe from infection, bacteria, and disease and viruses. And your external immune system is your, you know, your nose hair and ear hair and your tear ducts and your tonsils and all of those things. And then your internal immune system is made up of these great big white blood cells that are made up of the B cells and the T cells, and they roam through your bloodstream looking for invaders. The B cells attack bacteria, and the T cells are geared to attack germs and viruses like COVID. And these cells can multiply rapidly whenever they find out that there's a threat. The T cells even have two different types of cells. They have certain cells that are called killer cells that are like special forces or Rambo cells. And the other ones are called helper cells. And these clever B cells and T cells are so smart that they release antibodies. So if any of these invaders ever come back, they're prepared for them. So again, I'm just telling you this so you can envision this as we move forward. So are you guys ready to do some hypnosis with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Settle in. If you you don't need to have a chair that supports your head, but sometimes it's nice. So now you can take another nice deep breath all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, the biggest breath you can take. Hold it for a few seconds, and then just let it out slowly. And you can go ahead and close your eyes. And now imagine a nice warm wave of relaxation washing down you from the top of your head, moving past your eyes and your nose and into your jaw. And you let your jaw separate and let your teeth separate from each other a little bit, so it's nice and relaxed. Let it move into your neck. We hold so much tension and strain in there, so just imagine all that tension and strain just draining right out. The wave moves over to your shoulders And you feel your shoulders drop a little bit. And it moves down your arms and your elbows and your forearms, past your wrist, into your hands, and finally into your fingers. And you can feel each and every finger just becoming more and more relaxed as the wave continues down from your collarbones, rolling down your chest and actually into your organs, which sounds a little weird, but even your organs are relaxing as you let it all go. The wave is running down your back and your shoulder blades relax as it moves down to your waist, and the small of your back relaxes. It goes into your hips and your behind, and you just let all the tension go. The wave moves into your thighs, down into your knees, and your knees become sort of jello-y, moving into your shins and calves, down into your ankles and your feet, and into your toes, and finally into each and every toe, and each and every toe just becomes more and more relaxed. Okay, and now if you would, you can open your eyes and hold your hand up to your face like this, maybe like a foot away, and spread your fingers out and look at your hand. And as you look at your hand, notice the space between your pinky finger and your ring finger, and just concentrate on that space. And then notice the space between your index finger and your thumb, and think about that. And then notice the lines on your palm, and notice the space between those lines. And then notice the space around your hand. Right. And then notice the space between my words. And notice the space between your inhale and exhale. Notice the space between your thoughts. And now you can either let your hand continue to float there, or let it relax down as you close your eyes. Body relaxing, every nerve and muscle relaxing more and more with every word I say. You can allow your head to sink down, becoming aware of changing sensations in your body as you relax every muscle, nerve, and fiber, allowing yourself to drift into a really deep trance at a rate that's just perfect for you. That's right, and with every breath you take, you're sinking deeper inward, deeper into your own mind, and deeper into trance. Imagine another nice thick wave of relaxation washing over you, starting at your head, working all the way down your body, and finally into each and every toe. That's right. And I know that as you slip into this peacefulness, you're experiencing all the signs of complete relaxation. Your heartbeat is slowing down. Your respiration is becoming more shallow and regular. And even your pulse is slackening. And the feeling of the chair underneath supporting you brings you even more comfort and ease as you drift down into a pleasant state where nothing matters except my voice and what we're here to do today. That's right. So just let it happen and permit yourself to create the perfect trance all the way down now. And any noises that you hear will just immediately fade to the background and remind you to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. And now in this present moment, notice a sense of calm and comfort. Notice a peaceful sensation, encouraging you to open up and relax as this feeling expands, grows, and spreads throughout your body, radiating out toward your extremities, fingertips and toes, and sinking down deeper and deeper into your body through skin, tissue, organs, and bone, all the way down to the cellular level, into comfortable, peaceful, rejuvenating rest. Think about being warm, relaxed, and comfortable, safe and secure. And now, to begin this journey, I'd like you to imagine that subconscious you is like a transparent copy of your physical body. And with this awareness, you're able to separate and step out of the full-size, full-color version of you. And as you step out, turn around and look at yourself where you're sitting and notice how completely relaxed and peaceful you look. And now, imagine that a very weird thing starts to happen. Subconscious you is beginning to shrink. Just like Alice in Wonderland in the rabbit hole. Subconscious you is getting smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller, becoming very small now. Teeny tiny. And now you're maybe the size of a drop of water. Next thing, you slip inside your physical self, through your mouth and down your throat, riding down your esophagus in a clear protective bubble that will protect you and give you everything you need on this journey. Allow yourself to become even smaller now and enter your own bloodstream. That's right. Circulating through your body now, you find that you are able to communicate with your very own immune system. See yourself telling your immune system about the pandemic and ask it to release stronger and more effective white blood cells into your bloodstream to ensure your safety now and in the months going forward. That's right. Ask it to release exponential numbers of T cells and special forces cells that are hypervigilant and ready to attack invaders. Imagine your bloodstream and immune system ramping up production. Begin to see these superior white blood cells and watch them streaming through your bloodstream, full of energy and sure of their purpose to dissolve any germs, viruses, growths, or invading cells they find. And now, if you like, you can communicate messages of encouragement or direction to your immune system. You may want to thank your immune system for the fantastic job it's been doing in the face of a challenger. Indeed, it's been keeping you safe your entire life. Yes, this is a normal bodily function, but find yourself feeling grateful and appreciative that it works the way it does. And when you're satisfied that everything is in order and performing at peak levels, you can return to your physical body and melt back in. That's right, melting back in to your physical body and just continuing to rest and relax and rejuvenate. As I said earlier, just that relaxation is enough to pump up your immune system. And now I'm going to tell you a short story, a little metaphor, because the subconscious loves stories. There's a tree in Africa that has a special relationship with a particular kind of ant. The ants spend their entire life living on the tree. They build their nest out of its leaves, and they only drink the kind of sap that that tree secretes, and they eat the little berries that the tree grows. They never leave the tree because that tree provides everything they need. And this type of ant is the only insect that lives on that tree. Whenever any other insect begins to crawl on it or lands on one of its leaves, the ant sentries send out an alarm and all the other ants come running. They attack those foreign bodies and either destroy them or drive them away. And in this way, they protect that tree from any invaders that might attack it or even destroy it. They save the tree, and the tree saves them. There are many other examples of the same thing throughout the world, where one tiny creature protects a large one from dangerous invaders. And in each and every case, they always seem to have a way of paying very close attention to anything that could be harmful, so that they know immediately if something is wrong, and they know immediately where something is wrong and what is wrong, and they pay close attention to it so they can do something about it to eliminate it or fix it. Just the way people do when they notice a pain in the foot, and they pay close attention to that discomfort so they can tell what it is and where it's coming from, and maybe they can get that little rock out of their shoe. And as long as nothing else gets in the way, they continue to pay close attention to the way the body is reacting and let that body take care of itself with the same amazing grace that those ants take care of that tree, automatically and continuously, rushing to do those things needed to heal and protect. That's right. And now, in a moment, I'm going to bring you back to wakeful awareness. And when you come back, you'll find that you feel absolutely amazing, like you've had an 8-hour nap and a 3-hour massage. You know, an hour of hypnosis is like 4 hours of sleep. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And with each number I count, you'll come 20% of the way back into the room, back to wakeful awareness, feeling wonderful and refreshed. 1, beginning to notice sensation in a hand or foot. 2, beginning to notice sounds in the room. 3, take a nice big breath in. 4, feeling like you've had an 8-hour nap. And 5, whenever you're ready, eyes open, wide awake, feeling refreshed, recharged, and re-energized. All right, how was that? You guys feel super strong?
Super strong, super relaxed. That was great.
Oh, good. Right. I have this little parable that I was going to tell you guys in closing, and because it's something that I actually think about a lot, and you may have heard this or not, but this story, they think it's about 2,000 years old, so it's got 2,000 years of wisdom in it. You know, with all of these things that we've been going through with quarantine, and everyone is, you know, everyone seems to be rushing to go, oh, this is terrible. Oh no, this is all terrible. And, but you know, if you just kind of stay in the moment, and because when this is all over, we're going to go back to life as usual, and we're going to go, there's way too much traffic, way too many cars on the road. The price of gas is going up. I have to wait in line at the grocery store, you know, so I try to just enjoy the present and enjoy the state that we're in. So here goes this little parable. It's about a Taoist farmer who is a subsistence farmer. He's very poor and he lives out in the country. And he's got this beautiful horse. And the townspeople tell him how lucky he is to have such a beautiful horse. And he looks at him and shrugs his shoulders and says, could be good, could be bad. And the townspeople just don't really get him. And then the next night, the horse gets out of the stable and runs away. And the townspeople cry to him, oh my God, this is horrible. This is terrible. How will you ever recover? And he says, could be good, could be bad. We'll see. So a couple days later, his amazing horse returns and he's got a whole herd of wild horses with him. And so on paper, that makes him a very wealthy man. And the townspeople say, oh, this is fantastic. How did you get so lucky? And he says, who knows, could be good, could be bad. And so he's got one son, and his one son is trying to break one of the horses so the horses can be sold off. And the horse throws him and he breaks his leg. And the townspeople go, oh my gosh, this is awful. Your only son, he's broken his leg now. He's no use to you. And the farmer says, we'll see, could be good, could be bad. And the next week, the army comes through. It's declared war, and they're conscripting every young man in the town to go to war and fight. And the farmer's son doesn't have to go to war. He's safe. Could be good, could be bad. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because that's the way I try to look at things and not assign, you know, not assign a lot of energy to either one because it all seems to come out in the wash. So it reminds us not to get too upset one way or the other because everything, I think, just kind of evens out and balances out in the end. Let's see, we've got a few questions in chat. Oh, okay, great. Does anyone have any questions for me? Or any questions or comments? Well, I hope that was fun. Oh, go ahead, Tim.
I was going to say, you might want to give Veronica a little bit of a nudge.
I noticed that. Veronica, it's safe to come back in the room now. Veronica? What about Yasmin? Is she back there?
Yeah, she actually had to answer the door. Someone was at the door.
Oh, no.
There she comes.
All right.
Oh, Veronica.
Hi, Veronica.
She had a good one.
Oh, good. Well,
you're gonna be posting this on your social media, Laura?
I will. I'll post. I'll probably put it on YouTube and post a link for everyone. or email it. I'll probably do both. All right. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too.
Was good.
Thank you.
Oh,
Very good.
I'm back. What I miss?
I don't know. When did you take off?
Oh, just 2 minutes. 1 minute ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you
I
heard.
feel good, Laura.
Good. Okay.
Very relaxing. Anytime I can take just 30 minutes for myself to just keep my mind quiet, it's so beneficial because I can't do that on my own. If I try to quiet my mind, I'm always thinking about what I need to do. So, what?
You can't stop your mind.
No. So by you stopping it and helping me to slow down, it's very beneficial.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, I like it.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that and that you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Bye.
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 How do I end?
You click leave meeting.
Leave meeting. Where's? Oh, I lost meeting. There we go. Oops. Stop video.